first video I am officially filming in my new filming space. I'm gonna get some background stuff, maybe for the wall or whatever, but for now, this is what I've got going on, and I'm very excited to be in my new house, in my new filming room. But anyway, let's get to the point of this video. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the new BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy collaboration brush set. If you don't know who Angie from Hot and Flashy is, she is a mature YouTuber. Her name is Angie and her channel name is Hot and Flashy, so Angie Hot and Flashy. She is, I think, 59, and she does videos all about taking care of more mature skin and stuff like that. So she made a brush collection specifically for mature skin. Obviously, I do not have mature skin, but I love Angie so much that I just couldn't resist getting it, and I got some discounts off because she had discounts for this collection to purchase. I debated if I wanted to buy it, and honestly I just really did, and I wanted to do a review video on it because I just felt like it, and I really wanted to test these brushes out to see if they really are just that much more special than other brushes, especially for mature skin. Obviously I don't have mature skin, but I did want to try them on myself. And today I'm going to show you a demo of me using each of these brushes, as well as giving you my thoughts on the brushes. And so you'll be able to see them in action and hear what I think of them. Are they worth the $125 that it costs to buy this collection? That is a pretty decent amount of money. I did the math though, and it's about $17 a brush. So that's pretty midway between drugstore brush prices and like high-end brush prices. So I think it's a relatively fair price. Right now you can only buy the collection, but Angie did say that you will be able to individually buy like whichever brushes you want specifically. So you can buy like this one separately from the rest of the collection, and so on and so forth. Pretty soon in the future. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen soon. So that's great if you just wanted to buy specific brushes and didn't want to dedicate yourself to the entire collection. There are 7 brushes here. We have 5 eye brushes here, which are all like just the perfect shape. And we've got 2 face brushes here, a concealer brush and a blush brush. And I'm going to show you me using all of them and how they work and discussing my thoughts. But if you haven't checked Angie out, go check her out. I'm gonna link her channel below. She's way bigger than me, obviously. Especially if you are maybe a more mature viewer of mine, then you might like her videos because she gives tips and tricks for people in like their 50s, 60s, so on and so forth, which I cannot. Obviously, I'm not justifying giving advice there, I guess. But I really, really love her videos. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, honestly. And I just couldn't resist getting this collection. And I figured since I did get this collection, I would give you a review of it and show you how each of the brushes work. But that is enough babbling for now. Gosh, Monica. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So I'm going to use my favorite Nudes of New York palette for my eyes today to demonstrate how the eye makeup brushes work. Like I mentioned, there are 5 of them, and I love each of the shapes. I think that these are just this is like probably my ideal eye brush set. So the first brush I'm going to go into for my crease shade is the A502, which is this brush right here. Perfect. And I'm going to go into the shade Creator, which is this shade right here. I love this palette. I'm going to just blend it into the crease. Oh, I love this brush. It's just so pretty. It is so bright outside right now. So I'm going in on the left eye with the same shade Creator on the same brush, of course. It was not sunny, and now it is very sunny, apparently, and it's blinding me. All right, I had to adjust the blinds a little bit because it got way too sunny and I had like blinds marks all over. I'm still getting used to this setup, so I'll master it soon. Just kind of building this color up in the crease. Thinking about making a little bit of a fall shade today because obviously I am very in the mood for fall. See how pretty that is? Like, this just blends it so nicely. I love this kind of shape brush. It's my favorite for the crease. I have like a bunch more from other brands that I really like that are shaped similarly to this that I love. So now I'm gonna go in with a brush that looks similar to the last one. It's just a little bit fluffier, and this is the A503 brush. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Heroin, which is, as you can see, my most used shade in this palette. I'm gonna do a video where I show you what makeup I do when I'm in a hurry. I always use that shade when I'm in a hurry. So I'm just taking it on this brush, and as you can see, just kind of going over that creator shade I was using and just kind of defining that crease even more. I love this kind of look. So that's what this brush did. I kind of alternate between these two brushes, which one I use first. Sometimes I use this one first, and then sometimes I use this one first. This one just is a little bit more detailed, and this one causes a more of a diffused look. Obviously, there are rules with brushes, but you don't have to necessarily follow those rules. You can always kind of like play with the rules how you want to. Now I'm going to go into the A504 brush, which is just like a small pointed one. It's almost shaped like this one, except it's even smaller, as you can see. And I'm gonna go into the shade Explorer right here. It's gonna be a folly look, guys. And I'm just going to really define, yes, look at that pigment though, the outer corner. And I love this brush for this. This is probably my favorite brush in the collection, in my entire collection, not just like this release, to do the outer corner with, because it pinpoints it perfectly. I really like Angie. I found her, how did I find her? I don't even remember. But I found her and I just got like addicted to watching her. And I really like watching somebody who is older. I hate to say it like that, you know what I mean though. But like more mature, so she can tell me what skincare I need to be doing when. So like, you know, I'm obviously in my mid-20s. And so I've been introducing retinol and stuff like that. And then she kind of like says what she would introduce in her 30s. So, and plus I'm like a skincare junkie and it just feeds into my addiction. I'm just gonna go in with the brush I have on hand just to blend out the edges. There's not really a brush in this collection to do that, which is fine. You can just get one from like, this is a Real Techniques one. It's actually a concealer brush, but it works perfectly for this. This is looking so good. I love these brushes. Like, I'm gonna be using these Angie Hot and Flashy brushes a lot. And now I wanna try even more from the BK Beauty brand. I've also heard Emily Noel talk about BK Beauty. Look how pretty this look is. I love this palette. It's perfect. I've got two more brushes in the eyeshadow brush part that I haven't used yet. And so I don't know what I'm gonna use this one for. I wanna use this one. I've already cleaned these, by the way, and what I used to clean them with is a 7th generation dish detergent. It's the Free and Clear, and it works great. But I have already washed these and they did really well in the wash, like no bristles have shed or anything like that. I'm gonna use the A501 brush and go into Globetrotter, which is this beautiful burgundy. And I'm just gonna take it on the very tip of it, if you can kind of see, and just put it right here. And don't worry, we're gonna blend it, but I wanted a little bit more dimension for this folly look in the outer corner. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Gosh, this is a pretty shade and it's so pigmented. If you haven't tried the Maybelline News of New York palette, you need to. It's amazing and it's so inexpensive. It's easily one of my all-time favorite palettes. Every time I use it, like, I try so many different eyeshadow palettes, but every time I come back to the Maybelline Nudes of New York, I'm like, why did I ever leave you? You're perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into this brush, which is just the Real Techniques one, and just kind of blend out the harsh edges, make it more of an ombre effect. So I actually have not used this A501 brush to do that, but I really enjoyed it. Look how pretty my eye look is looking. I am so impressed. So yay for this, for that purpose. The only eyeshadow brush left is this A505 brush. It is a flat top one. I usually apply shimmers with my fingers, but today, to demonstrate, I'm going to do it with this. I really like this brush for this. You can even use setting spray to even like kind of like moisten it so the eyeshadow will stick even more, but I've found that even without that, this works really nicely, like just without it. So I'm going to go into the shade Dreamer, which is this like rose gold shimmer. It's one of my most loved shades. I'm just gonna saturate the brush and go on the lid. These shades in here, these shimmers, are like a little bit more dialed down in this particular palette. I have also used this brush for this in the Baroque Mercari palette, and these shimmers are a little bit more intense, and it looks so good with those as well. But I love the way this brush works with both like intense shimmers and a little bit more demure shimmers. I think it just does a beautiful job laying the shades down on the lid. Like, look how pretty this is. I really like my eye look today. Recently, I think it's just the fall mood, but I have been so into doing more vampy eye looks. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit more dramatic for Monica. All right, so this is the final look. I love the way these brushes work. Now you can kind of see why I love them. The eye brushes, I used all of them. Usually I don't use this many in one look, but I have been, and I feel like my eyeshadow game has stepped up even more. So I'm really impressed with these. These are just amazing eyeshadow brushes. I know that they're designed for more mature women, but I did want to try them out because I genuinely like Angie, and I really just wanted to support her and try them out, so I did. But also because I want to be able to recommend stuff like this to like my mom and mother-in-law who are around the same age as Angie. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put foundation on, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna demonstrate how I use the concealer brush and the blush brush. So as you can see, I have finished my foundation, and I did apply concealer, but I've been letting it sit because I've been using the new Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer and really been enjoying it. But like a lot of concealers, I like to let it sit. So I've let this sit while I filled in my eyebrows. So now I'm gonna use the A506 brush, and I believe Angie mentioned that this is replicated after the foundation brush, which is the BK101, I think, and it's just a bigger version of this. So she wanted to replicate this because she loves it so much. I just thought I'd give you a little background, but I'm just gonna just start blending it out. And I have really been enjoying this brush. I'm not really a big concealer brush person because I feel like none of them have the right shape. The only one that I enjoyed prior to this is the Rare Beauty one. I think that that one is really good, but like look how quickly my concealer just blended out, and it is so smooth. I just love this brush. It's so fast. All it does is just blend out my concealer so nicely. It doesn't make it look cakey or dry, and I don't have any problem just blending it in. You see how pretty that is? It's so quick. Like, I have been using this on days where I just like need it to be done. My favorite concealer sponge is the e.l.f. concealer sponge, but I also have just really been enjoying this brush. It just works so nicely, and it blends out the concealer absolutely beautifully. It's the only brush besides the Rare Beauty one that I just mentioned that does it, and the Rare Beauty one takes longer to blend out concealer. This one is so fast. That is both sides blended out. Look how great and smooth it looks. It looks so good. So I'm going to powder my face real quick and then be back to demonstrate the blush brush. Now it is time for the blush brush. If you have been watching me for any length of time, you know I'm not the biggest blush fan. However, recently I have tried a blush that I love, and it is only like $2.99. It is the Essence The Blush, and I have it in Bespoke and Befitting. This is the shade Bespoke. It's kind of got like a bronzery quality. Let's get to the point. This brush makes my blush look so good. I hadn't really found a blush brush that I really liked before this, but this one is angled a certain way, and the way that I think blush looks best on me is to kind of apply it going upward. I don't like to put it right here. I know that some people do, but I think with the shape of my face, it looks best if I apply it like this. And Angie likes to apply it like that as well, which is why she shaped it like this. So I was so excited to get my hands on this. Also, it is shaped like this, facing forward. So I'm gonna just get some on my brush and we're gonna apply it. I've already applied my bronzer and highlight. I actually like to apply my blush after both of those because it makes it look more seamless. Look how pretty that is. I just love this brush. It's the perfect brush for me. I just think that it's got the perfect shape, like angled wise and this way. I just think that it makes my blush look the best that it's ever looked, and it doesn't make me look too saturated with blush. I'm not a person who really likes a lot of blush on myself. I think it looks really good on other people to put a lot, but I just like to make me look a little bit more chiseled. I like to focus on my cheekbones and emphasize those, and the shape of this brush helps do that. See how well it meshed my blush into my bronzer and highlight? Now it looks like pretty natural per se. So I am just so impressed with this collection. I love it so much. I'm gonna go do my hair real quick and come back with some final comments. So I will see you guys here in a sec. So my final thoughts are that these brushes are amazing. I love each one of them. I don't have any problem with any of them. My makeup looks good. Look at my eye makeup, my face makeup, blush, concealer. It all looks so good. I love this set. It does seem a little bit pricey, but if you divide $125, which is what this is, by 7, then it's about $17 a brush, which is actually not that bad in comparison to other brushes. Of course, drugstore brushes are less expensive, but like something like this, I have not been able to find at the drugstore or really anywhere else. I love this collection though. I would definitely repurchase these brushes again. I don't even have a favorite brush. I like all of them so much, to be honest. I have been using these exclusively since I got them a week and a half ago. Yeah, that's about right. I just love them. I can't stop using them. They are so good. And I'm so excited that Angie decided to make this collection. I'm gonna keep using them. I might even buy them for Christmas presents for some people. We will see, because I just think they are so good, and I think pretty much anybody would like them. Mature skin, beginners, those who are like me, who do makeup a lot and like to be creative with makeup. I think that this covers so many bases, and I like the uniqueness of this as well. This blush brush is my all-time favorite now. I'll probably be purchasing another one of these when I can purchase it individually, and maybe a concealer brush as well, maybe the eye brushes. We will see, but so far I love these brushes. I think it's an excellent collection, and I'm so glad she did this collaboration with BK Beauty. I can't wait to try more from BK Beauty's brand. I think that this has opened the door to me trying more products and loving more of their brushes and other products that they sell. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for these from me. I think that these are amazing. I love them. And I know they're expensive, but I do really love them, and I use them constantly. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell down below. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.